was an incredible strike from way outside the box.
Well, hello and welcome. I'm Bio, and today we're doing a requested game. And that requested game is This Is Football. Never even heard of this game before I got requested, didn't even know it was a thing, but then again I'm not surprised seeing as I'm not really, well, I'm not a football fan at all. And my only real experience with football video games is International Superstar Soccer 64, which I played a fair bit of when I was young on the N64. So, yeah, so I'm not familiar with This Is Football at all, but apparently it's a series. It's known also as World Tour Soccer. It seems to be that while on the PlayStation 1 it was called This Is Football, and when it moved to the PlayStation 2, it went under the title of World Tour Soccer, but that might be just how it was released. Maybe that's just how it was released in the in America, maybe. Yeah, so basically World Tour Soccer seems to be its American name. Whereas in Europe it kept the This Is Football. For example, World Tour Soccer 2002 is This Is Football 2002. And the series went on for a good long while, with the last one coming out in 2010, funny enough. They did a football management PSP Mini. Weird. But yeah. So I'll go over all the usual stuff for this game. It is, funny enough, a Sony developed game. So this is made by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe London studio, and obviously published by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe. It came out December 10th, 1999. The game itself was requested by Terry309. Thanks for the request, Terry. So I'll see what I can do about showing Americans what football really is. I don't know if I could do that, seeing as I don't know football at all. But I guess what we can do is we can jump into maybe a quick game or something. So let's see what we got in terms of options. We have a trophy cabinet, which I'm guessing is the collectibles, what you want to go for. Custom teams, so you make your own custom team. There's obviously the league, which is, I imagine, the campaign of the game. Tournament, exhibition, and quick game. So pretty standard options. Let's jump into quick game and see what it will give us. So England. So it's going to give us England versus France. So sure. We'll play as England and we'll take on France, which means we probably won't do particularly well. Didn't France win the World Cup a couple of years ago? Again, I don't know nothing about football. Most of my football comes from work colleagues when they're talking about football, and I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. It's interesting. By the way, I play this with widescreen, with the widescreen hack, so you might see the odd graphical glitches like you can see there. Models seem reasonably okay for 1999 PlayStation 1, I think. Advertisements that make sense during that time, I guess. But what it all comes down to with a game like this is the controls. How is it going to control? That's the real question. And that can make or break the game. But I'm not particularly great at football games anyway. I find the control scheme to always be strange. Alright, who are we playing as? Ooh. Okay. Who am I playing as? Oh, am I now playing as the goalkeeper? Okay, I'm the goalkeeper at the minute. He's going to throw it out.
Ince. Neville. Good tackle.
He tackled me. Okay, I'm still playing as the dude up there. Why is it not just automatically snapping me to another player that's closer to the ball? I like that it's not doing that. That's good, because I always find that really annoying, personally.
Owen. Dispossessed.
But how do I... There's got to be a... Oh, there we go.
Gets the cross in.
Okay, so
Well taken by the keeper.
it's the L2 and R2 buttons that generally do it.
Flicks it on. Dugarry.
Oh, and he's got it in.
Goal!
Which is understandable. I have to kind of figure out how to play.
Brilliantly.
I do like how it's not automatically snapping you to a footballer that's closer to the ball, because that really irritates me in football games. It really does irritate me that it has this like automatic snap. Like, can I not choose who I want to be playing as? Alright, thanks. We've seen that in slow motion enough now. Can we move on? Alright, here we go.
Shearer. Ince.
Yeah, keep them away from me.
Oh, well in. Dugarry.
Okay.
Takes a shot.
It's a bit delayed, isn't it, in terms of switching? I'm literally pressing.
Short throw by the keeper.
And that worked, didn't it?
Dugarry.
Great throw there, goalkeeper.
The finish was absolutely clinical. A great goal by the number 9.
But I never get on with football games because
Here's the replay.
I would rather a game of football play
England, 0.
with like a couple of people, no more than that, or else I just find it just weird. Because like, you're expected to control all of these people at once. It just seems a bit unreasonable.
Good challenge.
It's
Throw
fine.
in to England.
I got a throw in there.
Beckham. Superb tackle. Owen. Whips it across. And that's
I don't know what happened there. What was he doing there? I'm controlling this dude. Can I tackle?
Hits the long ball. Yokayev.
What? Okay. Okay, I managed to tackle him there.
Plays the short ball. Batty. Good tackle.
Okay.
Yokayev.
All right.
It's in.
You're not going to get me scoring at all in this game because, again, I think the controls are better, don't get me wrong, than most football games, but I just don't get on with football games. The controls don't make sense to me, ever. They don't ever make sense to me.
Let's have a look at the England.
So
0. France.
So X is the pass, which is just the standard for most football games.
The end of the first half.
Circle does obviously like a high kick or whatever you want to call it.
England.
Goal kick, or I don't know.
0. France 3.
Square and triangle, I don't know yet.
The second half begins.
Right, square seems to
Safely caught by
do
the
like
keeper.
a goal kick. Okay, square is the goal kick then.
Carambeu. Henri. Carambeu.
Yep. It doesn't. It's very strange.
Yokayev. Fantastic.
All right, let me just say before, because I'm going to keep cutting off my own point because I'm trying to focus on the game while talking, which sometimes it's easier than said than done with some games. So you press the L2 and the R2 buttons to switch which character you want to play as. That's fine. But I personally believe that even while you're switching to that character should be making its own action. For example, if you're switching to that character because that character's close to the ball or it's going to be close to the ball, he should be already going to the ball before you've even switched to him. So when you switch to him, you can go to the tackle and boom. But the game doesn't do that. Instead, what happens is you switch to that character and the character fumbles for like a fraction of a second, which then throws you off. And then you can now do stuff. It just doesn't feel like natural switching. It's really weird. Maybe that's why a lot of football games do the auto switch.
Hits the long ball, but fails to find his target. Dugarry. Good
See,
stop by
what
the
is
keeper.
my team doing? You see what I mean? It's like, what are they even doing?
Beckham. Batty. Lasso. Owen. Ince. Oh, well in.
It's like I'm trying to do like football work around him. Right, this character.
Has a shot. Puts it wide of the
It's
post.
just, it just doesn't, like, I'll give you a perfect example, right? That bloke, look at that bloke who just tried to score a goal, right? I switched to a character. Why was that character I switched to backing away from him? He was backing away from him when the dude was coming up with the ball and he was backing away. It wasn't until I switched to him and made him run towards the fucking ball that he decided to run towards the ball. Before that, now I'm going to back away. I'm going to give the opponent his distance. So it's like the game expects me to play as everyone. Like, other members of the team are being controlled by AI and they should be making conscious actions already. Just because I'm controlling, I don't know. Let's say, for example, I'm controlling the goalkeeper right now, right? I pass, and let's say I get the ball and I'm running down the pitch, right? And the opponent takes the ball, right? If there's one of my dudes in front of this dude that's just taken the ball, but I'm not in control of him, he should automatically try to tackle the dude, but he doesn't. And that's the problem. That's where the problem stems from. Because he doesn't try.
Campbell. Batty. Lasso. Good tackle. Henri!
But yeah, it's just weird.
That was very close.
It's very strange. Just in my opinion, it just doesn't mesh together well. But then that's just me with every football game. I just can't get on with them.
The ball goes into touch for a throw.
Why did he kick it off the pitch? I was trying to kick it up the pitch, not off the pitch.
Ince. Shearer.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button for the goal kick, whatever it is. Yeah, also, it seems like the R2 button's the only one that switches characters. Oh,
It's a free kick to France.
knocked him over there.
Flicks it on. Southgate.
Kick it up the pitch.
Carambeu. Dugarry.
It's
Shoots.
just very strange. It just doesn't control well at all.
Finish. The crowd are
I can't explain it. I just do not get on with football games. I'm just going to put my hands up and I'm just going to say, don't request football games again. I'm sorry, Terry, but just don't bother. I can't play them. There's just something about football games that I just cannot, for the life of me, play. The controls just don't make sense to me at all. I just don't understand them at all. It's a miracle in itself when I'm able to actually score in a football game, because it's a fluke. It's always a fluke because I just don't get on with them. It's the main thing with
Great tackle.
It's the main thing with International Superstar Soccer 64. It's the same story.
Time added on.
It's time added on, but why?
Gives the ball away.
I didn't give the ball away. Why? Who am I controlling?
Deschamps.
All right, tell me why it switched to, again, it's because it switches to the people that are closest to the ball, but sometimes that just doesn't work. I'm going to tell you how you make a good football game. Real-time strategy. That's real-time. I would love a real-time strategy football game. I would love it. I reckon it would be really interesting to control. Like the Captain Tsubasa games. Not the more recent one, but some of the older ones. Quite interesting how they choose to do the game.
Campbell. And that's the full-time whistle.
And that's it.
A superb
I didn't get a single goal in.
England 0.
What a surprise. What a surprise. Oh, I'm not going to play anymore. I'm not going to do another match. The bottom line comes down to is that I just cannot play football games. I just can't play them. The controls just don't make sense to me. And I don't think they ever will. Even if someone sat me down to try and train me on how the controls work, I just still think I just wouldn't understand them. And to be honest with you, if my dad wasn't into football anyway, but I think I would never have gotten into football to begin with because of the video games. Because I never, even with International Superstar Soccer, The mode I played the most on that was like the because you could do like training or something, or do like little things where you could do like goal kicks. Not, you know, where you're like, no, penalty kicks, that's the word, isn't it? Where you're lined up doing penalty kicks. I played that the most on the game. I didn't play exhibition matches very much because it's just the controls did not make sense to me. And I've yet to play a football game where the controls make sense to me. I've yet to play one. Yet. And I've played I've tried a few different football games. Because I've had friends when I was younger who were into football and liked football games. And then they would play, they would never, well, it got to a point they would never ask me to play a football video game with them because they knew for some reason, oh, Bio, why does Bio just never know? He just doesn't understand the controls. How would he just not? It's real simple. That's what they would say. It's real simple. I'm like, it clearly isn't, or else I would pick it up really easily. And again, these were the same people that, you know, struggled. Like, I'd play a racing game. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I'd play a racing game, pick up how to play the racing game really, really quickly, and then they would just struggle like buggery try to get into the racing game. How can you pick it up so quickly, Bio? Because they just kept crashing, or they get the braking wrong, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just that came natural to me. But too bad, I'm just not a massive racing game fan. I've just never, even though I guess it comes natural to me, just never stuck. The racing I enjoyed the most out of any game I've played is probably in GTA 5, to be honest. Which is not even a racing game. But anyway, the bottom line is, I can't play football games, so I'm always going to come away. I like the fact that they actually give you the option in this one, instead of just auto-switching you. That's nice. That's at least something. So I'm going to walk away from this game with mixed feelings, because from what I can tell, it seems to be a decent football game, but I just can't play it. So I'm just going to be mixed feelings, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I've been Bio, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.